Initiate Comics 589. The bear definitely knew, guys. In today's video, we're going to deep dive into this whole CME thing that's going on. Plus, I think it's truly time. I truly believe it. Deep down in my heart, I feel something, guys. And it's telling me to watch out for these precious metals. Why? Because silver is exploding as we speak. What is going on? A warning, to say the least. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around $2.18. Okay, we're dumping. Why? Probably because they got the news, right? Something's coming from CME Group. All CME Group markets are open and trading. Okay, so now they're open, guys. But as soon as they got open again, right, and started trading, well, look what's happening. This is silver on the 5-minute chart, right? It was at $50, $54. Now all the way to 56. What's this about? 56. Guys, it's breaking out. I repeat, silver is on the breakout mission as we speak, right? It just popped out of this resistance right here, right? Maybe some type of like triangle formation, guys, right? A pop out. And then probably when it keeps pumping here, it's going to accelerate faster and faster and faster, right? The same way that gold moved right here, guys. So let's see, right? When gold broke out of like these resistance points, right? You guys can see 1, 2, 3, right? It just kept going. It pumped, consolidated, kept doing the same pattern. Okay, so that's what may happen with silver here, guys. Okay, why? Because with silver, it's breaking out of a decades-long cup and handle pattern, which tells me a black swan is right around the corner. It has to be, right? Just a reminder, in order to rise from its own ashes, a phoenix first must burn. Butler. Now, let's go to the bear, guys, and talk about how did he know this. So, comics tripped for technical issues when silver was breaking all-time high with little resistance. How much longer until this rule takes effect? Friendly reminder from a Christmas post of a cartoon bear. Once upon a time, the bear on his whiteboard had this drawing laid out. Okay, it's like a blueprint. Now, under 589 shows Swift, but to the top right shows Comics 589. Comics rule 589, which is actually quite odd, right? The number 589 is literally in plain sight with this rule. Special price fluctuation limits is a CME Group circuit breaker rule that applies to certain comics futures contracts, primarily metals such as gold, silver, and copper. Now, it imposes temporary expanded or eliminated price limits when a contract trades or is bid offered beyond a specified percentage, usually 7 to 20% depending on the product, from the prior day's settlement price, helping to prevent disorderly markets and extreme volatility, especially during the delivery period of expiring contracts. When triggered, it allows trading to continue with wider or no daily limits for the remainder of the session and often the following day. Okay, but yeah, this whole thing basically went down, guys, right? Like, these circuit breakers were enacted because it's about to soon explode here, right? A final manipulation before blast off. Why? So William right here says price discovery mechanism for gold and silver is broken in the U.S. CME trading halts. Remember, not only with these precious metals, it happened with everything, guys, right? That's on CME, the CME markets, Bitcoin, stocks, whatever it may have been. You couldn't trade, right? That's literally a blackout. Come on, guys, right? Which is going to probably happen during the collapse, right? So again, this could be another method to tell every trader out there blackouts, right? Repeating the message of blackouts. In China, silver is trading $55. We could see a run to 60 in days, $70 in weeks, and possibly 100 in months. I could be too conservative. Remember, the price of silver breaking out, it's literally I don't know, hundreds of dollars, like over $500, I think, the target of this cup and handle pattern. Are you serious right now? We're talking about a rise of literally 10x. How is silver going to go 10x, right? Explode 10x higher? Guess why? Because in 2008, right, happened right here. That's what silver did, right? And it was running up before 2008 even occurred because insiders already knew what was coming up, and they knew that this was going to take place with silver, right? When the 2008 bubble was popping. Okay, so yeah, this is honestly crazy, guys. I honestly do believe something bad is coming, right? This is like a collapse warning. I'm not even kidding, guys. A collapse warning. But that's what we have been waiting for. You know why? Because don't be afraid. Because silver, when you type it in gematria, it comes out to 85. But XRP comes out, it's mirrored to XRP, which is 58. What is that? 13. They both come out to the number 13, but not to mention, you know why this is so odd? Silver is literally XRP's brother or something. Gold, which is Bitcoin, let's just say, took off, right? Gold, let's just say, is all the way up there. But silver is lagging, has been lagging. Isn't that what XRP always does, right? XRP was lagging during this like a triangular pattern, guys, right? And then it finally exploded, but Bitcoin was already all the way up there, right? If you look at XRP here, you guys see? So that's very interesting, guys. Yeah. Whoa. CME halts futures trading for the whole night and only resumes at the exact moment banks borrow $24 billion of liquidity from the Fed's standing repo on a half-day trading no month and Friday. Too many coincidences piling up here. Right now, to me, I think it just meant, you know what I think it just meant, like the reason why I think this happened was just a warning to everyone. I don't know about all this stuff. I think it was a simple message to the entire world, like the shot being heard around the world, guys, where accept reality or get left behind, right? A trigger of the new world. I think that it was that simple. In my honest opinion. Now, talking about black swan events, well, I see you tweets out, I see so many people that have no clue what the meaning of a black swan is. It comes out of nowhere. You can't see it coming. You can't look at the current state of the world and predict it. It happens when you least expect it. Expect it for when you have been told when. Exactly, guys, right? Wait a minute. He literally stated 11/28, today's date, when CME stuff happened today, and pointed to the black swan events. What? That's odd. For Mr. Poole on November 28th, he said begin. What? And remember, it's a coffee, right? A coffee mug or a cup, guys. And he's drinking coffee or whatever it looks like, which is the morning, right? At the morning time frame. Guess what happened in the morning of today? CME goes down. Wait a second, what? Okay, now that's a little bit spooky. Now, I know for a fact, I know that you could predict black swan events and when it's going to happen. I just don't know what type of black swans will happen when you look at the charts, okay? But you don't need to know what exact, I guess it could be a good thing to know exactly the type of black swan so you could prepare for it in case, right? You may imagine like a hurricane or something that's actually, manufactured, but or perhaps a nuke, let's just say, right? But otherwise, you don't need to know exactly what type of black swan. You just need to know it will happen, such as the collapse. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling a major black swan event will happen any day now. Huge distractions alongside the biggest financial crash in history. All signs are around us. Let's see. It will happen all so fast, all flipped on its head, guys. Exactly. Right? Kichiro told us it won't be in October, but most likely during the end of November and the first 2 weeks of December. I'm ready. So something huge is happening and nobody's connecting the dots. CME halts trading the moment physical silver stress shows up. Then, at the exact moment, banks quietly yank $24 billion from the Fed's standing repo window. Right? Banks scramble for emergency liquidity. Liquidity issues? Technical issues. Markets freeze. So what's going on? Right? And people still think a digital asset designed to settle trillions instantly won't face the same pressure. Now, XRP will face a similar liquidity shock. Again, glitch, right? Today's technical glitch or whatever happened with silver glitches, we have only seen that happen with XRP. You guys realize, right? So, just like silver, just like CME, just like every other market right before major structural resets, XRP won't pump. It'll evaporate from exchanges first, And not to mention, it will probably flip the switch when the time is right. Then, from Jim Cramer, it may be a tough day for the bears. Yup. He was bullish, folks. Which, you know what that means. Time to be bearish. Today as well. This was tweeted literally. Okay. November 19th. Next date is November 28th. And then December 10th. What? So yeah, guys. I mean, come on, right? The red alerts are definitely in a no here, somehow, some way. So, talk about CMEs, right? What do you call this pattern? Well, gaps relating to CMEs, right? Price gaps, which usually tend to fill. That was from Cryptomaniac. He called it as well. Halt, onward and upward. Halt, and then onward we go, right? Mr. Pool, wait and halt. This was 11/27, guys. Yesterday's date. CME just halted. Exact day, exact hit, right? The night to the morning of today. Jack McDonald sold us onwards. So what's up with this terminology? I told you guys something's happening here, right? Friday 28th trail. Look at that. Tweeted a couple days ago. Black, right? Blackouts. Simple as 1, 2, 3, folks. So CME, Caesar cipher +6, currency of Iceland, halt equals stop, right? Interesting. Ancient Egypt and ancient Egyptian mythology, Chem was a god of increase. Interesting. Mr. Poole did tell us to prepare, right? Be prepared. Now activated 11/27, November 27th, right? So all these things were happening, guys, in that right moment, right? Which he then tells us today, seeds being planted for the future, right? It's like a domino effect, ripples in time. Today as well, it's time to stay cozy, folks. Stay beside the campfire, right, or the fireplace, shall I say, and wait until Christmas, because this movie may get better than it is. So there is that, guys. This isn't financial advice. I'll prepare. Something huge is coming, and there it is. But it's Sophie's Amazing. See ya. There we go.